With less than 48 hours left to go for the crucial elections in Manipur, political parties are leaving no stone unturned to woo the voters and also address some unresolved issues in the different constituencies. And while most of the parties have included key areas of development in their respective manifestos, one underlying issue which has not been extensively touched upon is the lifting of prohibition on manufacture and sale of rice brew, including the finest local brew of Manipur. It may be mentioned here that Manipur was declared a dry state in April 1991 during the government of former Chief Minister R.K. Ranbir Singh. And this was done after the state witnessed rampant instances of drug trade, particularly from neighboring Myanmar. Following this, CSOs and local leaders initiated campaigns for the prohibition of illegal substances, including the sale and manufacture of the local rice brew. However, now experts consisting of leaders and entrepreneurs are of the view that legalization of the local brew would boost the economy of the state significantly. On that note, our correspondent Gautam Sharma travelled to the Sekmai constituency, which is known for its local rice beer. In an exclusive conversation with Northeast Live, BJP MLA and candidate from Sekmai Heikham Dingo Singh opined that while lifting a prohibition on the local brew can boost the economy of the state, the aspirations and wishes of the people of the constituency should be given priority.
Talk about Sekmai Assembly constituency. When we talk about Sekmai, Sekmai is just not only a name of a place, but Sekmai is, it's already popular all over the India because of the high quality brew that is produced locally. So, if you win the election, do you think that you will put up the legalization of this, alcohol?
I think it is very must in our state because our economy, we depend on the center. For every development, for every this thing, to run the state, we always depend on the center. So we don't have any economy, we don't have any resource, we don't have any factories for our state. So I think to put up to generate income, more income, I think it is very must to legalize the liquor.
Yes, as sir, you also may be aware that since 1991, during the then Chief Minister R.K. Ranbir Singh, Manipur has been the dry state. But for this particular area, the manufacturing of alcohol has been allowed for ritual and religious purposes. And we also have the learned that the particular high quality import products are being exported outside to Manipur for sales for. So but there has been some kind of hurdles, protests from civil society organizations that alcohol should not be legalized in Manipur. So how do you look at these things?
I think in my opinion, I think we should take advice from the legal expert as well as from the public also. We need to take public views whether we should do this or not. So if we do this, then we will get income for our state. And if we don't, we will be in a poor condition. So we need to put up these things to this.
Okay, sir. As we know, we have your assembly constituency has more than 29,000 voters, and majority of them, brew alcohol also, and it's their wish that the alcohol is legalized. So, are you listening to their voices or?
I think my people really want to legalize the alcohol.
That was Heikham Dingo, sitting BJP MLA of Sekmai Assembly constituency in Imphal East district of Manipur, and he opined that legalization of alcohol in Manipur will generate more economy in the state.
And besides, JDU candidate from Sekmai Khwarakpam Devendra Singh also echoed similar views. He said that although the bill to legalize the local brew was introduced in the last assembly session, it could not be passed due to the opposition of the CSOs. Devendra Singh was hopeful that the bill would certainly be passed in the future.
Introduced in the last 10th assembly, state legislative assembly also. We introduced this bill, but due to some restrictions or some, opposition from the CSOs, we cannot pass that bill. But one day it will be passed, surely.
And meanwhile, Northeast Live also caught up with one of the workers at a brew center in Sekmai who said that the manufacture and sale of the local brew is a source of income for most people in the constituency.
Right now, I am in one of the brewing center in Sekmai Assembly constituency, and with me is Kavita. Kavita, we would like to ask you some question. Kavita, so Sekmai ki use yamna phayana hainai tawdabu government adi yon sungba yon base thing masi phayana phatti na khanbra
aigi wakhandadi phatte haina khalle haidi akhoigi nongmagi suraga sarak poinina income ji achauba leigidraga disidagi tek laksabaduna hingai gi honna jarak poina yamna wana nongmagi tanja poinina sidi thinganingde aigi motki oinate.
So we asked the Kavita whether the prohibition law imposed by the government is good or bad for the people of Sekmai and in particular and Manipur in general. And Kavita has said that lifting of prohibition will generate more income, and this is one of the source of income for their family also. So the government they appeal to
Laye akhoi Manipur da sungba potsi mapalom da thadopagi di chang si nemba ko adaga mapalom da gina akhoi Manipur macha sing na hen pamba si da akhoi gi income je sukki matik nemaga leire ba migi mapan gi di masa na tauba potsi je Manipur rom da phajana collector ga thadok ngai gi hotna ba da migi na income ji adum noma gi hena ka ba si hele ba ko akhoi gi di yamna pikna sating si lak ba haitare.
So Kavita was saying that in other states, those who manufacture alcohol, they have the opportunity to import to other states. But due to the prohibitions act imposed by the government in 1991, importing the finest quality of this type of alcohol is impossible and very difficult, though the demand has been very high in other part of the state. This is Gautam Sharma for Northeast Live with Roshan's in Sekmai.